Welcome to day 2 of the 6-gun Grill Agulhas, powered by iconic Mossel Bay. After a grueling first day, the racers face a new challenge today, an 86-kilometer stretch from Mossel Bay to Still Bay. This stage may be the shortest of the race, but it is packed with obstacles and technical challenges. We're starting in Mossel Bay at Santos Beach, a location steeped in history. This very beach marks the first landing of Bartholomew Diaz on February 3rd, 1488, during his historic voyage along the African coastline. Today it serves as a launching point for another epic journey as racers take on South Africa's rugged seas. Let's dive into the action. The morning at Santos Beach is alive with energy. Teams are busy making final adjustments to their boats, engines are fine-tuned, safety checks are completed, and last-minute strategies are discussed. We spoke to last year's winner, who shared their thoughts after the first leg and their expectations for today.
So we are here with one of our first interviews of the morning, and wow, what a striking bib, a leader bib with that. So tell us the prestige behind it.
Yeah, so if you win the first day, you get the bib. So every class has a leader, and like the modified and the blueprint and then the standard, each has the leader of the class has a bib. So yeah.
And so everybody can keep track of the leader. What is your boat number, class number?
Oh, so I'm M221, Ibn the boat and Henk Kunal.
Amazing. And how do you guys feel going into today?
Yeah, I think today's going to be quite rough. Yesterday was a very good start for the Agulhas, but I think the race is going to start today. It seems like it's going to be rough. The swell period is very short, which means the water is going to be rough, and it's quite a daunting day.
You mentioned that it's a bit shorter than yesterday. Yesterday was 188 Ks and today is how much?
Today is about 90 kilometers, yeah. So, but don't let the short distance fool you. It's a very rough stage, and yeah, it's one of the stages that can make or break.
Well, all the best to you and your co-pilots. So I'll see you guys in the finish line.
We also heard from a local competitor who trains here in Mossel Bay.
All right, this is a very exciting interview because we are with some Mossel Bay locals. Give us your name and your class number.
I am Volker de Preer, pilot of Team S6 Racing. I'm backed by Vleesbaai Packaging, Mossel Bay, Motors for George and the Capes and Blaze Distillery.
Amazing, and you are a local here, so do you feel any hometown advantage?
Definitely. Yesterday we did have some hometown advantage with all the fans coming out to support us, and we actually had a good run in our surf circuit. Had a little bit of bad luck on the long haul where we got stuck at Glentana, but sorted that out, and yeah, we're just lucky that we finished it yesterday and happy with that. Yeah.
Today's a bit of a shorter circuit than yesterday, so do you guys feel like that's a good thing, or is it going to still be tough?
It's still going to be tough. So this stage 2 of the 6-gun Grill Agulhas from Mossel Bay up until Still Bay is known as to be one of the roughest stages on the Agulhas. So we've been just around the point a little bit to see how the water is there, and it is quite rough. So yeah, we're preparing for a rough one.
And for the viewers at home that don't know too much about the sport, would you say mentally or physically it is most tough?
Both. Physically, your back takes a little bit of a toll if you're not prepared for it. mentally also just pushing through. I mean, yesterday was the longest stage on the 6-gun Girl Transagala, so just keep pushing. That's the main thing, and yeah, it's also just to stay focused. That's also where it comes mentally in, and it's quite a bit of a challenge there also. Just to stay in the game and in the moment, because it's like 1 second focus lost, then you're upside down.
Well, I'm going to leave you to getting the mental straight. I'm sure you and your teammates are ready for today, and good luck.
Thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
Okay. 8, 7, 6, 5, 2, 3, 2, 1, go.
The green flag drops and the racers sprint to their boats. Engines roar to life and the race begins with a burst of energy. As they leave Santos Beach, the boats quickly gain speed, their noses cutting through the surf. Moving around the point of Mossel Bay, conditions change rapidly. The seas become choppier, the wind intensifies. Pilots must work carefully with their throttles to keep their boats balanced, avoiding too much airtime while maintaining speed. Co-pilots shift their weight, constantly helping to stabilize the craft and keep the nose down as the boats battle through the wind and swell. Racers head towards Vleesbaai, where the first checkpoint awaits. At the checkpoint, teams must beach their boats, sprint up to the sand to circle a flag and return to the water as quickly as possible. The high energy section tests both speed and coordination. Every second matters, and the teamwork here can make all the difference. From Vleesbaai, the racers move on to Gourits River, a section infamous for its unforgiving beach break. Over the years, it's become known as one of the most treacherous parts of the race, but today conditions are unusually calm. While there's some swell, it's nothing like the chaos Gourits River is known for, and all the teams make it through without incident, a rare sight for this stretch. racers leave Gourits River Mouth behind, they enter into the final stretch towards Vleesbaai. The boats power through the water, pushing hard to make up time and gain any advantage. The coastline begins to smooth out, and the racers know the finish line is finally within reach. The stage may be short, but every moment is packed with intensity as they charge towards Vleesbaai. The racers arrive at Vleesbaai, completing the intense long haul from Mossel Bay. First to land is M27, the Albertina Meubels boat, showcasing incredible skill on the water. Following closely is Marshmallow Pop, with the rest of the fleet, including the 6-gun Grill boat, arriving shortly after. The winner of Pro Stock is boat number 10, and S40 leads the stock class. Racers sprint through the iconic 6-gun Grill arch, marking the end of the long-haul section of the day. The atmosphere on the beach is electric, with cheering spectators celebrating the race's hard-fought finishes. But the excitement does not stop here. The King of the Waves circuit races are up next. After finishing the long haul, teams quickly shift focus to repairs and preparations. Engines are checked, ropes are secure, and minor fixes are made to ensure the boats are ready for the high-intensity circuit races. We catch up with the participant on the beach who reflects on the challenges of the leg.
So I'm here with Renier and Francois, boat S14. And tell me, how did you find the race this morning? Is it what you expected?
No, it's not what we expected. We thought it was going to be a little bit rougher, so we made the wrong prop choice. But yeah, compared to the freestyle, it's quite rough. But yeah, compared to last year, more or less the same conditions that we had last year.
And have you had any engine problems while preparing in the water?
Fortunately not. Yesterday we had a few issues before the race started. We had a coil which didn't spark, so we had to sort that out 5 minutes before the race started. So that was quite hectic.
So how are you guys feeling about the King of the Waves race?
We are quite excited. We believe we have the right prop for the conditions today. It looks quite flat-ish for Vleesbaai. So yeah, we're quite excited for it. Yesterday's surf race didn't go as planned. We had a few issues with the fuel line, but yeah, today we are very excited for.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
The Pro Stock class kicks off the King of the Waves circuit, with teams eager to showcase their skills. Boats race in tight formations, battling for position around the markers. In this heat, pilots focus on precision throttle control, maintaining speed, all while minimizing airtime over the waves. Co-pilots lean into turns to stabilize the boat, using the weight to counter rolling. Choosing the optimal line through the course is critical. Too tight and you risk losing speed, too wide and you risk falling behind. The 6-gun grill boat number 44 performs exceptionally well, finding the perfect balance of speed and control. Their teamwork and precision earns them a decisive victory, crossing the finish line to cheers from the crowd. The Pro Stock class sets the tone for the day, with fast-paced action and incredible skill on display. The first heat of the standard class features a mix of rookies and seasoned racers. Each teams bring a fresh challenge to the race with their own unique strategies and approaches. The heat highlights the physical demands on co-pilots. As the boats navigate the waves, co-pilots must constantly shift their weight to stabilize the craft, especially during sharp turns and wave impacts. Pilots rely on this balance to maintain speed while navigating the tight course. The spray from the surf creates challenges for visibility, making precise coordination between pilots and co-pilots even more essential. S40 takes the win in this heat, showcasing excellent control and balance in the surf. The heat sets the stage for more intense action as the standard class proves to be highly competitive. Heat 2 of the standard class sees another set of competitors take to the water. The surf demands precision and teamwork, with every move requiring split-second decision-making. In the heat, pilots carefully read the waves, deciding whether to throttle through smaller sets or back off to avoid steeper crests. Co-pilots work tirelessly to absorb impacts during jumps, using the ropes inside the boat for stability while bracing their legs to cushion landings. These efforts not only protect the crew but also keep the boat from destabilizing mid-race. PokerBet, one of the sponsored teams, leads for much of the race, demonstrating impressive speed and skill. However, it's S8 that ultimately crosses the finish line first, clinching their win with stellar performance. The teams following close behind showed their grit and determination with a tightly contested heat. The final heat of the standard class features a lineup of competitors determined to end the day on a high note. With tight turns, unpredictable surf, and boats fighting for position, the intensity is palpable. In this heat, the racers must navigate with precision, picking the fastest and safest line through the course while avoiding contact with other boats. Pilots stay laser focused on timing with accelerations to maintain speed, while co-pilots work tirelessly to counterbalance the boat during jumps and sharp turns. The packed field adds to the challenge, making every move a calculated risk. S69 representing Vleesbaai Farms crosses the finish line first, delivering an outstanding performance. The remaining teams follow closely with cheers erupting from the beach as the last boats complete the heat. The modified class race begins with incredible energy as the boats launch into the surf, engines roaring. This is the most competitive heat of the day, featuring the fastest boats and the most experienced teams. The spotlight is on M21 and M221 as they engage in a thrilling chase throughout the race. From the start, M221 stays right on M21's tail, matching speed and skill as they weave through the course. At times, the boats are side by side, with their pilots battling fiercely for the lead. Both teams demonstrate exceptional coordination, pushing their limits to navigate the surf and maintain control during the tight turns over the waves. As the finish line approaches, M21 manages to pull slightly ahead, crossing through the iconic 6-gun grill arch just moments before M221. It's a breathtaking finish that leaves the crowd on the beach in awe. The remaining boats follow, each team giving it their all in this intense competitive heat. Welcome to the third day of the 6-gun grill Agulhas, powered by iconic Mossel Bay. Today's leg takes us from Vleesbaai to Vleesbaai, promising new challenges and breathtaking views along South Africa's rugged coastline.